Aloha everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hyrum. If you don't know who I am, my name's Hyrum and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. I know you guys have been waiting. It is finally fucking time. Took me long enough, I know. If you have gone to the comments section of any of my videos over the past year and a half, you will see in every single one of them people asking for drugstore skincare videos. It's the demon of my comment section. So many of you guys have been asking me to make a video about the best drugstore skincare, and I was faced with a little bit of a problem. Circa the beginning of 2018 when I made a video that got me canceled in the skincare community. It was so fun, love that. I made a video talking about why I don't like drugstore skincare. Now I will admit I did ask for a little bit of the canceling because it was a little bit clickbait, but in that video I talked about why I personally don't like purchasing drugstore skincare. The main reason being that most drugstores, at least here in Hawaii from what I have found, don't provide samples of the skincare products that you're buying. And oftentimes skincare products at drugstores can be like $15, $20, $25, $30 each, and I don't want to pay that much money buying a skincare product without ever knowing how it's going to be on my skin, if I'm going to have a reaction to it, if I'm even going to like the initial results. It's all a guessing game, which in my opinion is not really great for your wallet, and it's also not great for the planet, because if the product doesn't work for you, you're just wasting another product that you could have found worked better if you would have had access to samples, like what you have at Sephora, for example. Now in that video, was I saying that I don't like drugstore formulations? Absolutely not. There are some amazing drugstore brands out there. I just think there's more risk involved that I usually want to avoid. But since that video, you guys have been asking nonstop about drugstore skincare, and I completely understand why. I mean, it's the most accessible. There are a lot of you guys watching from other countries, hey Australia, hey Brazil, and other countries where you guys don't have the same product selection as the USA. And a lot of times the drugstore brands that we can find in the USA, you can find a lot of places around the world. So because of you guys, I had to tell myself, Hyrum, sit your ass down, be humble, Kendrick Lamar, and just fucking buy drugstore skincare already so you can make videos about it. Jesus, took me long enough. I've taken a lot of time to figure out what my favorite drugstore products are, but because there are so many out there, I decided to divvy these up by video, going through each step of the skincare routine and telling you guys all of my favorites. And today we are starting with cleansers because I mean, why the fuck not? Thank you guys for being patient, because honestly, this has been a long journey of trying to find like which drugstore products I like, which I don't like. And I unfortunately have had to go through a lot of products that I don't like, but I'm doing it all for you guys in order to help you guys save money and save the waste. So let's get into it. All of the products mentioned in this video, I will be listing in the description box below. If you guys do feel like purchasing any of the products I mentioned, feel free to use the affiliate links below. I make a small commission off of them that helps support me and my channel. And I would really appreciate it if you guys do decide to buy anything, but no pressure whatsoever. Totally up to you. Just throwing that out there. So I'm going to be divvying my favorites up by skin type, starting with dry skin. Now I'm just going to get this product right out of the way because I know some of you guys are so determined to like Neutrogena. And if you don't know my thoughts about Neutrogena already, I will link it in the description box below. Honestly, I think the brand is just overhyped. It's not that great. Kind of expensive, but they recently came out with a new version of their Hydro Boost cleanser, which is actually fragrance free. Yay, we love fragrance free on this channel. If you don't know. And if you don't know, where have you been? In my video about Neutrogena, I talked about how this is one of the best products, in my opinion, from Neutrogena. And while I personally don't mind fragrance in a cleanser because it is a wash-off treatment, hey, I will say yes to a fragrance-free formula no matter what type of product it is. And I love that they came out with a fragrance-free version. This one is a really gentle, hydrating cleanser that works to not overly strip the skin, but cleanse it just enough for people who have really dry skin. I personally recommend this for people who do struggle with pretty extreme dryness or flakiness because it's very, very gentle. For my oily ass skin, it doesn't do enough, but for people with dry skin, I do think it's pretty optimal. And I'm just putting Neutrogena in this video because I know some of you guys are so determined to like a Neutrogena product. So if you're looking for my approval for one, this one's the one, and it's relatively inexpensive. It's $9 for a pretty good size. I personally think it's a good price. Now the main focus of the Hydro Boost line is hyaluronic acid. I really don't think this cleanser has very much, but regardless, it's a good basic cleanser for a low price point from a brand that is very popular. So there you go. Next up, my personal favorite cleanser for dry skin, which I actually don't have to me because I gave it to my friend after I had used it enough, but it is the Roche-Posay Hydrating Gentle Cleanser. This one is so good for dry skin in my opinion because it's one of the few cleansers out there that I found to be really effective at cleaning dry skin without overly stripping your skin. Now I was just in the mainland, I was traveling for about a month and I was in really dry climates, and while my skin is oily here in Hawaii, in the mainland, it's dry as fuck. It is not fun. I've struggled with eczema or however you bitches want me to say it. Eczema. But yeah, I was really struggling. And I love this cleanser because when I use it, I feel like it actually cleans my skin. I can't tell you how many cleansers I've used for dry skin where I put it on my skin, I wash it off, and I'm just like, Barbara, that did nothing. It happens all the time. I'm not looking for like a stripping effect, but I do want to feel like my skin is clean afterwards, not like the product didn't do anything. And this cleanser is really good. As for ingredients, I really like it. It has glycerin, a ceramide complex, as well as niacinamide, one of my favorite ingredients in the world, and really gentle surfactants that aren't going to strip your skin. Overall, looking at this ingredient list, it's really hydrating. It also soothes redness and sensitivity, and makes sure to help maintain your moisture barrier while also cleansing your skin really well. I just think it's one of the best cleansers for dry skin that I've ever used. And if you get it at the large size at 400 milliliters for $15, it's a really good price point. And for all of you guys asking, Hiram, what the fuck, you're talking about a La Roche-Posay product and you haven't done a video about La Roche-Posay? No worries, mijo, it's coming. And then the final cleanser for dry skin that I really recommend for someone who has severely dry skin or very sensitive skin or a really wrecked moisture barrier, it is the Vanicream Gentle Cleanser. This is the most gentle and non-stripping, non-irritating cleanser formula that I have ever found, and it's always the product that I recommend for someone who's like, every single product is wrecking my skin, I'm breaking out, everything's making me red, I can't find anything, what do? I always recommend the Vanicream cleanser because it's just the most basic, gentle formula out there. As for ingredients I like in this, it is formulated with glycerin, which is really hydrating, but also a humectant, which will draw in moisture from the environment, as well as cocoa glucoside, which is a really gentle surfactant, cleansing agent that's not going to strip your skin. The only thing that I'm a little questionable about this for is that it is formulated with mica, and I reached out to the Vanicream company asking if they sustainably sourced their mica, and they responded to me with like a generalized statement, just like saying why they think mica is okay in a product and that it's used at 0.02%, but they never actually answered my question as to whether it's sustainably sourced or not. But judging off of the values of the company, because overall they're really ethical about which ingredients they don't formulate with, I personally think it's probably a safe route. But just throwing that out there, if you guys can find an answer for me, that would be amazing. All right, next to combination skin, which is usually the skin type I struggle with. I tend to be extremely oily in my T-zone and then dry on my cheeks. Now, every type of combination skin is different, so I will say if you are the person who has more combination to dry prone skin, I have to recommend, and this will come as no shock to you guys, I talk about this product all the fucking time in my videos, the Simple Micellar Gel Wash. This bad boy. It has a very simple ingredient list, but effective at just doing what a cleanser is supposed to do, just removing the dirt and sebum from your skin while not overly stripping it. I love this cleanser because it's one of the few cleansers that I can literally recommend for any skin type. I know people with crazy oily skin that love this product and crazy dry skin that love this product as well, which is why I think it'd be best for combination skin. But personally for my skin, I found that it does work when my skin is a little bit more on the dry side, as opposed to when I need a cleanser to really get all that gunk out of my skin. But it's still really effective. I love the price point. It's very cheap. It's fragrance free. And from what I've seen, you could pretty much find it everywhere. So yeah, I love this cleanser. Also, I will say that is not to be confused with the regular simple cleanser. Make sure it's the Micellar Gel Wash. I've seen some people think that the all white one is this one, and it's definitely not. They're two very different formulas. And if you're in Europe, make sure that it's the same ingredient list as this one. I've seen some people say in Europe that it was a different formula, and I think it's because it was the other cleanser that they have, which is not the one I recommend. But for this one, love it, love it, love it. And then if you have more combination to oily skin, this is a cleanser that I recently found. It is the my Western roots are showing. It is the Earth to Skin Super Greens Cleanser. I really like this one. First off, because the price point, hello, $7. Awesome price, and it's at Walmart, which is really accessible. But I like this one because it has a lot of really good ingredients. It has glycerin, as well as cocoa glucoside, as well as cucumber, broccoli, and kale extracts, all of which are natural, soothing, and hydrating extracts that I've personally found work really well for my skin. The only thing I don't like about it is that it does have fragrance and dyes, but I personally don't find those ingredients to be problematic within cleansers, because like I said before, it's a wash-off treatment that's only on your face for like 30 seconds. But I found that this was really effective. It did a good job at cleansing my skin while not overly stripping it, and also not overly drying my dry areas on the face, which is why I think it's a really good match for combination skin. I know some of you guys have requested a video about Earth to Skin. Let me know in the comment section if you do want to see it, because there are some other products that I bought from the brand that I'm going to be trying out and see what I think. And then for the finale, oily skin. Oh, a struggle I can empathize with so much. Now right away I'll say some people with really oily skin do struggle with breakouts. So if you're the type of bitch to struggle with breakouts on a regular basis, I feel your pain. That journey is not fun. Middle school Hiram is here for you. I personally recommend the CeraVe Renewing Salicylic Acid Cleanser. I know some of you guys were waiting for CeraVe to come out, and here she is. I personally really like this cleanser because it's very gentle but really effective at targeting what a cleanser for oily, breakout-prone skin should. Where am I going with my words? Wow, I really mixed myself up. A really gentle but effective cleanser for people with oily, breakout-prone skin that's not too harsh. Oof. I need help. Now, if you guys don't know, sometimes I'm not really a fan of salicylic acid cleansers because they can be so stripping to the face. Because a lot of people with oily skin want to have that instant result to feel that all their oil is gone, but that can really wreck your moisture barrier and make it more difficult for your skin to recover from the breakouts and basically mini wounds that you have in your skin. And this one's good because it has gentle surfactants as well as glycerin, niacinamide, which is really going to help for that redness and irritation, as well as sebum production, salicylic acid, of course, which is the star ingredient for getting deep into the pore and pushing out all the dirt and dead skin cells to make sure that you don't break out again, as well as the ceramide complex and hyaluronic acid. It's just such a good ingredient list, and because it's CeraVe, you can pretty much find it at the majority of drugstores out there. It's $15, so it is a little bit more expensive for a cleanser, but personally, in my opinion, I think it's totally worth it if you really want to see good results. Now, if you're the type of person who has oily skin but doesn't really suffer with breakouts a lot, that's where I personally recommend the CeraVe Renewing Facial Wash. The only difference is that it doesn't have salicylic acid. You're going to get all the same amazing ingredients that you find in this cleanser, but without salicylic acid. So if you don't want to overly dry your skin, or if you do have a sensitivity to salicylic acid, or if it's just not necessary for your skin, that one is also really good for oily skin. And then there's the La Roche-Posay Purifying Face Wash. I did not expect La Roche-Posay to make 2 appearances in this video. I am shocked. This one is one that I also recently found and I did think was a good cleanser. It has glycerin as well as cocopatane, which is another gentle surfactant, ceramides and niacinamide as well. And like CeraVe, it is fragrance free. I found this one to just be a good cleanser for oily skin. It doesn't overly strip your skin, and it also doesn't have any harsh treatments that I wouldn't think are necessary for someone who only struggles with oily skin. And yeah, I just really liked the results of this product. It definitely surprised me, and I do think, similar to the hydrating one, that it is a good price for the size that you get. La Roche-Posay can be pretty pricey, but I think their cleansers are a really good price point. And there you go, my favorite drugstore cleansers. Woo, I finally did it. Like I said before, if you guys are interested in purchasing any of the products, I have linked all of them below. They're affiliate links, so if you want to support my channel, you can. But what do you guys think of this list? Do you agree with them? Do you disagree? Do you have any of your favorites that you recommend? All of these cleansers fall in line with my personal skincare philosophy, but you may have a different philosophy than me. Feel free to share it below. I'm really excited for the next installment and for every video that I will be covering drugstore products from now on. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah.